Some unwelcome news coming from the nation's chief as he advises the public about the way forward on residents' power bills. Jose Etienne joining us live tonight from Bahamas Power and Light on this latest announcement. Jose?
Janea, as of next month, consumers can expect an increase to their monthly electricity bills. Prime Minister Philip Davis revealing as much at a press conference today as he went on to suggest that this decision to finally give Bahamas Power and Light the green light to an increase was inevitable. And while he says he's aware and concerned about the high cost of living that residents continue to grapple with, he maintains that officials were simply out of options.
Unfortunately, we can't postpone the increase any longer. Now that we have passed summer, and moving into a period of lower electricity usage, the government has approved BPL's request for this phased-in increase.
The nation's leader advising the general public today to brace for an incremental increase that will take effect on consumers' electricity bills in a matter of weeks. It's being done as BPL looks to cope with the sharp rise in fuel costs. Meanwhile, the increase coming at a time when residents are dealing with a current inflationary period that's projected to last for another year. So here's the breakdown of the incremental increase.
For a large majority of BPL customers who consume less than 800 kilowatt hours, the fuel charge is being increased by 2 cents per kilowatt hour, which will result in an increase this quarter of less than $20 per month. If your current monthly bill is $182 or less, you fall in this category. For those who consume more than 800 kilowatt hours, the increase will be 4.3 cents per kilowatt hour.
Reports of an increase at BPL initially surfaced in February but was later retracted as government sought to relieve residents of an additional charge. BPL's Chief Executive Officer Siobhan Cambridge revealed in June that they would increase its fuel charge in the coming months, but that was rejected by Prime Minister Davis, who suggested that there will be no BPL fuel charge hike in the foreseeable future. Now, while he says that decision could not be delayed any further, Prime Minister Davis contends that consumers can expect some relief.
The increases are phased in over time, allowing consumers to plan ahead. And third, the VAT ceiling for electricity will now be raised from $300 to $400, so no VAT will be due on bills up to $400.
Now, while the increase exercise is planned to go on for over a year, the country's leader asserts that residents can expect the increase to eventually wean off.
Monthly bills will go up over the next several quarters before they begin to come down in 12 to 18 months. These increases are short-term. After implementing price increases in stages over the next 4 quarters, BPL calculates that the fuel charge will begin to come down.
Bill increases aside, what's going to be the way forward with government's fuel hedging plan? BPL's Chief Executive Officer responds.
Fuel hedge is still in place. When it was put in place back in 2020, it was based on 80% of the volumes that were used at the time, but the hedging strategy was based on a declining volume basis. And so the hedge is still in place. It's around 40% now of our volumes are still hedged.
Now, Janea, it is expected that residents will oppose this decision as many feel as though an increase at this time is not ideal given the inflationary pressures. However, we will wait to see if residents' electricity bills will decrease following the increase exercise that's projected to last for over a year. Reporting live from Bahamas Power and Light, I'm Jose Etienne, sending it back to you, Janelle.